from their eyes.
What was that?
That was the end of Revelation 7.
Okay, now we're going to Revelation 8. All right, go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 8, verse 1. And when he had opened the seventh seal, there was silence in heaven about the space of half an hour.
That means the actual half an hour. In other words, John was getting all these revelations of the end of this man's system, and he was looking up, waiting for the next revealing, and he didn't see nothing. So he's looking around, what's going on? Like the movie stopped for a while. So he said after about a half an hour, then he saw the visions come back at him. That's what that's talking about. Go ahead, like an intermission. Go ahead.
And I saw the 7 angels which stood before the Most High, and to them were given 7 trumpets. And another angel came and stood at the altar, having a golden censer, and there was given unto him much incense, that he should offer it with the prayers of all saints upon the golden altar.
That's why you should pray. You should pray. Every time on my way to work, I always pray, man. I pray for myself, the brothers, the righteous brothers. I pray for the 12. I pray for the 144,000. I pray for the 1/3. You know, I pray for my mother, my grandmother. I pray for family members that are decent. Not all my family members, because some of them are wicked as hell, man. You know. Then I go into the second stage of the prayer, where I curse all those false niggas out there. You know. And then I go on the Esau, the Illuminati. I cover all of it, man. I cover all of it, you know. So it's important to put up them prayers. Go ahead.
That he should offer it with the prayers of all saints upon the golden altar which was before the throne. And the smoke of the incense which was come with the prayers of the saints ascended up before the Most High out of the angel's hand. And the angel took the censer and filled it with fire of the altar and cast it into the earth. And there was voices and thunderings and lightnings and an earthquake. And the 7 angels which had the 7 trumpets prepared themselves to sound. The first angel sounded, and there followed hail and fire mingled with blood. And they were cast upon the earth. And the third part of the trees was burnt up, and all green grass was burnt up.
Now that's talking about those missiles. Now let's go back to Revelation, the 7th chapter, and start from the top again.
Revelation chapter 7 and 1. And these things I saw. And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascend.
Did you read that again?
And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth. No,
on the earth.
It says, nor on the sea.
Or on the sea. Go ahead.
Nor on any tree.
Nor on any tree. So that wind is talking about that nuclear wind. All right, that's all I want. Let's go back to Revelation 8.
Revelation chapter 8, verse 6. And the 7 angels which had the 7 trumpets prepared themselves to sound. The first angel sounded, and there followed hail, and fire mingled with blood. And they were cast.
That's those missiles. Go ahead.
And they were cast upon the earth, and the third part of the trees was burned up.
Mentioned trees. So in Revelation, the 7th chapter, the angel said to hold back until the 144,000 are sealed. So now, Revelation, the 8th chapter is talking about they're all sealed. So now you can destroy this place. Go ahead. That's why the Illuminati, the illuminated ones, that's why they paying these guys off, because they know that they're going down, so they're trying to slow things down. You ain't going to slow a damn thing down. You ain't going to get an extra second added onto your rule. When the very minute to the second goes down, you're not going to add a second to your rulership. The very moment that your society is supposed to go down, it's going to go down, man. Go ahead.
It says, and the third part of the trees was burned up, and all green grass was burnt up.
Now I keep saying the third part, this, the third part. The third part, one part it represents the fourth part. I mentioned the fourth part and the third part. That represent Esau. All right, go ahead.
It says, and the second angel sounded, and as it were a great mountain burning with fire, was cast into the sea, and the third part of the sea became blood. And the third part of the creatures which were in the sea and had life died, and the third part of the ships were destroyed.
This is anywhere where Esau was. You know? These plagues came on anywhere where Esau was. And that includes America, because the elect, they're going to be beamed up out of here when this takes place. When Revelation the 8th chapter actually takes place. Go ahead.
And the third angel sounded, and there fell a great star from heaven, burning as it were a lamp, and it fell upon the third part of the rivers, and upon the fountains of waters. And the name of the star is called Wormwood. And the third part of the waters became wormwood, and many men died of the waters because they were made bitter.
Now, blue letter. Look up wormwood, and then look up bitter. Verse 11. Revelation chapter 8, verse 11. You got it?
Wormwood in the Greek.
Strong's G 894. Absinthion. Absinthion.
Which means wormwood, the name of a star which fell into the waters and made them bitter. Down here it says waters and made them bitter. Okay, go to the next one. Now we're going to go to bitter.
Strong's G 4087. Picrino. Picrino.
Which means to make bitter, to produce a bitter taste in the stomach, to embitter, exasperate, render angrily, indignant, to be embittered, irritated, to visit with bitterness, to grieve, deal bitterly with, to make bitter.
Yeah, the word they should have said contaminate. Something that's contaminated. Go ahead.
It says, and the name of the star is called Wormwood, and the third part of the waters became wormwood, and many men died of the waters.
Yeah, so if you take in something that's bitter, you're not going to die of something that's bitter. So it's deeper. It goes deeper than the word bitter, because whatever you drink from them waters, those bitter waters, you're going to die from it.
Yeah, I just noticed that the word Americo is there, and that's where you get the that's where the word America comes from, which proves that America means bitter, because you'll see it in post production is Americo, which that's where you get the word America from, which means bitter.
Yeah. Well, you got it. That's why you got to dig. You got to work for it, man. Go ahead.
Because they were made bitter. And the fourth angel sounded, and the third part of the sun was smitten, and the third part of the moon, and the third part of the stars, so as the third part of them was darkened, and the day shone not for a third part of it, and the night likewise. And I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, Woe, woe, woe to the inhabitants of the earth, by reason of the other voices of the trumpet of the three angels which are yet to sound.
Yeah, because the three last angels that are yet to sound, that's total destruction. Then that goes hand in hand with World War III. Now we're going to go to the 9th chapter. Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 9 and 1. And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth. And to him was given the key of the bottomless pit. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, as the smoke of a great furnace. And the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit. And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth. And unto them was given power, as the scorpions of the earth have power.
Now, we're not going to go deep into that, but if you want, you can go to Magus Mullis Archives on YouTube. And you can also go to Daily Motion. I think that's under Great-Millstone 2. Right, Great-Millstone 2. And you can see it because the videos that's on Great-Millstone 2 on Daily Motion are also being put up on Magus Mullis archives on YouTube. And I believe the first series is the series that goes into Revelation, the 9th chapter, an in-depth focus on Revelation, the 9th chapter, and it'll go into it. So we're not going to go really deep into it, but if you know what, it's a whole series just dedicated to one chapter. And that was a bad series, you know. And I remember you said something on it. You were speaking and you said something on it.